and welcome to another episode of Filmmaking Today. I'm your host, Dulabic. Today I'm going to talk about something that you see in a lot of movies, which is when you shoot a scene inside of a car. Now that can be a giant pain in the ass for various reasons. Number one, you're going to have to deal with the car engine noise. Because when you cut the dialogue back and forth, obviously the noise of the engine is not going to be consistent, so that's when you're going to notice it. Now, you have a few options. If you have a decent budget, normally what they do is the car is being pulled by a car in front of it, so the car where the actors are inside is actually not running, and that reduces a lot of unwanted sound. However, you're still going to have the car in front of you, so, you're going to have issues there. So a lot of times when you watch movies, all that dialogue inside of cars, unless it's done on a sound stage where they can control the environment, including the sound obviously, that dialogue is most likely going to be recorded in studio. Now, I try not to have ADR, that's what it's called, automatic dialogue replacement, because a lot of times it sounds fake and you can tell. So here's what I did in my movie, which cost me nothing and gave me very professional results. First of all, you shoot everything in one take. Place the camera in front of the actors and you make sure you secure it. So I used this little tripod that you can adjust to virtually anything. And in my old car, there used to be a ventilation thing right on my dashboard where you can put that in there and secure it, and that will hold it in place because you don't want the camera to move, obviously. Now, ideally, if you have a GoPro camera, that would be amazing because they're small and you can put them in a lot of places. Now, I don't have it, so I use my T3i. Normally, I use a battery pack with my T3i. However, in this case, I removed it because it's an additional weight that I don't need. I used the standard lens kit that came with the camera, which is an 18 to 55mm lens. I zoomed it out to 18mm and I was able to capture the entire car. For sound, I used the same audio recorder that I used for most of the film and most of my projects, which is the H4 Zoom, and I placed it slightly below frame so you could capture both actors. Also, by doing it this way, you are capturing the engine noise, but because you're not cutting away, it actually becomes a natural engine noise that you would have in a scene anyway. This way you're getting everything at once and it sounds good, it sounds very natural. It's also a very quick way of doing it. In my case, it was just me and my producer on set for that scene. And we were hiding in the back seat so you couldn't see us. So this is a very quick way of doing these things. If it's just you, you really don't need anyone else. The only thing I did later on was some color correction, and I added a song that was playing on the radio in the car. But everything else was recorded on the day. If you have a very long scene in a car, this might not work for you. It just depends on how long the scene is. But my scene was relatively short and it worked perfectly. Stay tuned for more videos about the filmmaking process today, and follow me on all the social medias wherever you can find me. Just type in Dulabic. Thanks guys, have a good one.